Hey there, Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Moon, Scorpio Rising. Welcome to your reading for the week of November 1st through the 26th. I have to tell you, Spirit says, you know what? You've earned something here. Because right now the energy is such that you can move forward on something with a great deal of ease. Your energy is being really supported for the changes that you want to make. Wow, holy crap. Yeah, oh my God, look at this. Okay, so you have here, can I have a second card to go with that? Thank you. Okay, so, hold on, I want to get the whole message through here. Okay, we have a second moon in Scorpio this week. The moon in your, the sun in your sign and the moon in your sign twice. The sun, usually the moon only goes through once. It's gone through twice. And there's something about that with coming off of those eclipses and the portal, it's really moving your energy forward. And you have the card of the Middle Earth. And the card of the Middle Earth says that forces of heaven and earth are aligning in a way that allows you to change things with ease, to shift directions, that opportunities are here. You're being asked to be expedient in your actions. You're not supposed to be reckless. So this is move quickly on what you want, but do it with, your Scorpio energy of paying attention to the details and making the next right move, right? And so where you've been trying to figure out what the next right move is, Scorpio, Spirit is saying, yes, that is a real thing here. Your overall energy is the Queen of Cups. So be open to receiving messages and guidance. They're saying they're bringing you the messages, are coming through the heart space, but you need to take action on it. They're inspired ideas. There's something here to do with, really, it's definitely around the heart space here. The reason I asked for a second card was because in the future, moving forward, you have this Five of Cups, which is regrets. And the card they sent with it was a card of the universe. That means that's the world card. This is allow yourself to fly through this portal. You can let a heartbreak go. You can let a disappointment go. Okay, so this heartbreak doesn't have to be a literal breakup of a relationship, but it is something that is a major disappointment for you, a big loss, right? Because you just had that eclipse. So you've had two eclipses now in your sign, and the South Node is in your sign, which is all about the releasing. This one was about releasing so you can begin the new cycle. They're saying, yes, begin the new cycle. Yes, begin the new cycle. Take some step forward. You've been trying to figure out what it is, but they're going to bring it to you. We have the Ace of Wands as the key to the situation. This is some kind of news or information coming to you. The idea is being brought to you, but it's coming through in the heart space. So it feels like an inspired idea, an inspired plan, something that will help you to figure out what you need to do next. For many of you, I feel like this definitely has been a series of something very sad, a release of something that you've held on to for a long time emotionally. So maybe you had to sell your house, or you had to sell your business, or maybe you even actually physically lost a loved one, or a relationship that you've had for a while has the dynamics have changed and there's a loss in it, and you've been trying to hang on to everything, trying to keep all your resources, but you need to let those go. If you want to transform the situation, it is about finding what resonates with your heart now. The Two of Cups. Something about that situation no longer fits you. And so, like shoes that you've outgrown, it's time to go get a new pair of shoes, right? It really doesn't sound nice when you're talking about a relationship. But there's a stretching and a growing as we evolve. We find new places that we fit in, and where we used to fit in isn't always where we fit in. But you have an opportunity to really heal something in the heart space around a soul energy, a soul group or a soul mate. That energy is definitely coming through. You will be inspired to take some kind of an action. That action is some kind of a communication, either from your heart to somebody, or it comes in and it touches your heart in a way that it resonates. So what's been draining your heart has been this Eight of Swords, this feeling stuck in a situation that hurts. I mean, that looks really painful, right? You've got thorns all around it and swords all around it. And in the center, it really has like this little heart. And so it feels like a lot of pain in the heart space, and it's in the heart space where it's draining your energy, plus this really blue heart here. But the advice is to let the cycle complete. In the area of resources, we have the Knight of Swords. That's a lot of fast movement. And so again, resources is your time, your energy. So emotional resources would be emotional energy, financial resources, it could be physical resources. Maybe you have to literally sell a place. Your mental resources would be a lot of ideas coming quickly to you. I do want to caution you, they said to be expedient, but not reckless. So don't sign a contract without reading it thoroughly or having someone go over it, right? State your truth without being aggressive and mean, right? So your truth is your truth, and you're entitled to state your truth, or you have, but there's ways to say things that do not wound unnecessarily. There's a way to do things that doesn't wound unnecessarily. So this Knight of Swords, this is fast action, which is really weird because this is very much a Gemini card. And right now we have Mars in retrograde in Gemini. And so Mars in retrograde in Gemini says to follow your passion. What are you curious about? Use your, explore, be curious. Anything that you're interested in, explore it and be curious about it. Get information, gain information. It's still in retrograde until January 13th. And so there's this backing up, but it's moving over the areas of unearthing all of our knowledge and wisdom, these jewels, these pearls of wisdom and skills and stuff that we've brought with us into this lifetime to use to manifest things. And so that's why it's really important, if something is of interest to you, that you kind of chase it down a little and see if it's something you want. If it's not, you walk away, go, well, that's not it, this and this, that. And so there's a lot of this sifting through maybe quickly of ideas, but that's not reckless. That's just not getting stuck on something. So there's this energy around being open and willing to explore new ideas. What resonates in the heart space is going to be really important. Doesn't really connect in, because what you're looking for is this thing that really resonates with your heart, whether it's a new project, a new relationship, a new place to live, a new company to work for, whatever it is, it needs to really speak into the heart space. And so there's a real need to do that, and a need to be willing to release and let go of enough to create space for it. Because here we have this Four of Pentacles. And a squirrel cannot navigate. They can't run. They can't leap from tree to tree. Their tail is their rudder, and he has a pentacle on there, and it makes me feel like there's an anchor. So there's something that's still trying to be let go, and it's almost like you need to shake it off. Because then you have the Three of Pentacles, and the Three of Pentacles, that is something you can use to grow and produce something with. That is teamwork makes the dream work. That is the energy of collaboration. That is the energy of really laying the groundwork. A triangle is much more stable feature than a square, right? So Three Pentacles would be more stable than Four, which is really weird. Because Four is more than Three, but that's not how this works. And so in the releasing of whatever that is, shaking it off your tail, letting that last little draw, it feels like it feels like when a dog comes out of the river and they're shaking and everything, and it's like they're trying to get all the water off. It's like that last shake to finish drying out a situation that enables you to move forward. The obstacle has been you've been trying to create this stability, or you've been very stable. The reason I think that for some of you it's like you're selling a house or changing a job, or it could be a marriage or something that's ending. It feels very large and institutionalized, something that you really pushed hard for and you worked hard for and had a lot of promise, is this Four of Wands here in the area of the obstacle, the block. And so sometimes it's like you have a dream and you want to go for it, but so the dream job comes up and your wife has a job and your kids are in school. And, if you take this job, then you have to uproot everybody. That's a major concern for everybody. And you have to decide if that's worth it, right? And it feels like something like that what's been keeping you back and holding you back has been the situation around other things and other responsibilities and the stability that's been created either through how long you've been at a place of work or how long you've lived in this house or this community, or maybe there's an ailing parent and so you haven't been able to move or change. There's something that's keeping you held in place that feels stable and it's making you feel stuck, and you're being encouraged to set that free in some way, make a movement forward. And it may have to be very creative. It may be that you can maybe work online so you can take some kind of a job in a different place but not move. There's some kind of a new way of doing it. There's an opportunity that's coming to you that's a game changer in some sort of a way that helps you to find the place where you heal, you feel healed and whole, and you feel like you belong because you anchor into this energy of healing with the Six of Swords and the Six of Cups. And so this really feels like a healing around a soul energy. So this communication may be with a soulmate, and it allows for the healing process so you can let go of a situation and move forward. It could be that, you're able to communicate and you guys are able to move forward together. It could be that the place that's calling you to work, or the job or the career or the shift, the change that you want to make, it soothes your soul when you get there and you're like, no, this is where I belong. This is where I belong. And I think so this week is an opportunity to set your intention about where it is that you feel like you truly belong. And there's some kind of a communication. And so I almost feel like at the new moon, and by the way, I am going to pull cards for the new moon specific for that. That'll be in the collective reading that I do on Sunday night. So on the 20th at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time Zone US, you can join in the live chat if you want. If you're on your phone, make sure you hit the live chat so you're in the right chat box. And but come and join for that, and I will pull cards for sun, moon, and rising, all the signs of the zodiac for the new moon. But this new moon is offering you an opportunity to speak from the heart to the universe, because we have the card of the universe here. And so in your willingness to have this conversation with your higher self, Queen of Cups, to speak to the universe from the heart about what it is you really want. And it has a very practical application to your 3D world. This isn't about elevating in your spirituality, although it is, but this is about how do I arrange my life so that I have more joy and healing in it, and that will help to elevate your spirituality. So, but this is very practical in nature, something that you can physically do that brings in more joy and happiness into your life. And so this communication with that new moon, I really want to encourage you to either sit and have that conversation with spirit, journal, take a nice long bath and just think, hot tub, shower. Water is really good for you. If you live someplace where it's comfortable enough to sit down by a large body of water or even a stream, would be very helpful. Okay. So you're given an opportunity here to really reconnect with spirit in a whole new way about a new project. It's something new. It's the big shift, the big change, right? Because you have that new moon that happened, and now it's being echoed with the moon again while the sun is still in Scorpio. And you've gone through the powerful cleansing area energy of 2 eclipses. And so in a way, this new moon in Sagittarius is really the new moon for you. That's really simply, it's not about the clearing out. It's about the calling in of what you want to manifest and create in your life. This is not an eclipse, and it follows hot on the heels of the moon in your sign while the sun is still in your sign, because that new moon is happening at only 1 degree of Sag. And so while the moon is in Scorpio, you have the beginning, the initiation, the origin of the Aurora Garden. This is the dream. This is the calling from the heart space, calling into your life that which it is that you truly want to manifest. This is the conversation space. This is going into the garden of your own soul and identifying what it is that you want to manifest and create next. And there's a need to really express it to spirit, to be really open to explaining to spirit what it is that you want, a calling from the heart. With that moon and Sagittarius Wednesday and Thursday and some of Friday, you have unlimited possibilities. That is the optimistic energy of Sagittarius. Jupiter rules Sagittarius, and Jupiter is currently in Pisces. What with Jupiter in Pisces is unlimited possibilities, and that is trining your sign, Scorpio. This is about answering the call of your heart. What is your heart calling you to do, to change, to initiate, to start? And it's something in the 3D world. It's a job, career, relationship, community. There's a shift. Ask for what you want. And if it's really this deep calling from your heart, I don't think the answer will be no. I always feel like Spirit will redirect our way to get there, but really if it's a calling from the heart, if you really want something, it comes to you. The opportunity always expresses. It doesn't always look like, let's take love for instance, because there's enough love cards here with this 2 of Cups sitting here, this 5 of Cups. It's the feeling that you want in love. The feeling of being totally accepted. The feeling that you get to be who you are, this unicorn. You get to be who you are in a relationship, fully, completely accepted and loved for who you are. And it never means that your partner loves everything you do. Or that you love everything they do. But a really good relationship is one where you understand that we are individuals and it is okay to have flaws, and we can admire and respect the strong suit, and it is a collaborative relationship, one that feeds each other and allows for growth of the individual. And so it's interdependent. And so it's okay to see these 2 hearts are connected, but they're standing separately. And they would be fine on their own, but they're better together. And so you can ask for that, but you can't say, and it has to be this person. Well, that person might not be capable of what it is that you're seeking. So seek the feeling, seek the experience, and let Spirit bring the right soulmate to you. We have lots of soulmates. Some are just here to teach us lessons. Some of them bring major blessings. And sometimes we find the one that is really perfect for us. Not perfect, just perfect for us. So, When that moon moves into Capricorn, you have the card that is the energy of Capricorn. You have the goose. That is in Native American. That is the Capricorn season card. I love that. So that new moon, that moon in Capricorn is a preparation energy. And so the geese, right now they're gathering on the lakes. They're getting ready to move south. And whereas we only had like a small flock, now the skies will be filled. In the morning, it's like, I was trying to count them this morning and I couldn't. There were so many. And so a couple hundred, easy. That might be a real low ball estimate. There was a lot. So the geese are gathering. They're getting ready. So there's a teamwork aspect to it, but there's also this energy around it of being prepared, right? Getting prepared, getting your ducks in a row. Sorry, geese. Getting your geese in a row. Because they fly in formation. And so, but they also fly like an arrow. And that is an arrow that points in a direction. So they know where they want to go. They put things in alignment with it. And then they're willing to take the journey forward to get there. So that feels like a really important message for this whole moon in Capricorn. But the card here says the goose, the inner knowing. You are a brave traveler. Your soul knows the way. Be confident you will achieve your destination. Loyal friends are always with you. Don't worry. You are blessed. Let yourself fly. Let yourself fly, Scorpio. You've had a rough go and you still have another eclipse coming for you, a full moon eclipse. So there will be another cycle of release and letting go before you complete this part of the journey. That being said, don't let that stop you from doing what you can now, which is figuring out where it is you want to go. And then when the time comes, just like when you're moving and you've figured out where you want to move to and what job you want and it's all shown up, but now comes the time for packing, you don't take everything with you. And that will be that eclipse that happens in May. I think it happens on May 5th. So that will be that eclipse where you don't take everything with you. But you'll know by then what is essential and what needs to be left behind. And so now it's about selecting where it is you want to go and asking Spirit to put you in the right place at the right time with the right opportunities, the right people to get there. All right? Gathering your team. You guys take really good care of yourself. I'm on Facebook every day. If you want to follow along with the energy, we'd love to see you in the live chat. That's on Sunday nights at 7:30 every week. If you don't catch it live, there's always the replay of the video. It's for the collective this week. It will cover that new moon. I think that's it. All right, you guys take good care. I'll talk to you soon.